So we're here at Casi Cielo in Sandy Springs in Atlanta, Georgia. Can't wait to try this food. They've highly recommended this place. Chef Juan Pablo, Colombian, but Mexican restaurant. Fine dining, not fine dining, but very authentic and almost like Mexican soul food is what they say. So guys, I can't wait. I've been waiting to come to try and talk to Juan Pablo. Let's go meet him and let's go check it out. So we're here in Sandy Springs. We're here with Juan Pablo, the executive chef and creator with a couple of his partners of Casi Cielo. This is an authentic Mexican restaurant, focused or as an inspiration or to Oaxaca or to Mexico in general. Is that correct? Did I say it correctly?
Sí, está muy bien.
Okay.
Nosotros le estamos haciendo un tributo a México.
Okay. A tribute to Mexico.
Decidimos irme con mi esposa a México.
Okay.
En ese viaje que fuimos a Ciudad de México, estuvimos en un pueblito que se llama Coyoacán, un barrio muy lindo, y nos quedamos en un hotel boutique precioso y pudimos conocer a un gran amigo. Le expliqué a qué iba yo a México, le pedí el favor que me enseñara lo que su abuelita le había enseñado, lo que me mostrara su esencia, que era la cocina mexicana.
Porque es Casi Cielo, que
Casi Cielo,
en inglés la traducción
Almost Heaven.
Almost Heaven.
Sí.
Yeah,
¿Por qué?
Translation
Porque,
of
claro,
the name.
Porque Casi Cielo no es cielo, el cielo es perfecto.
Sí.
Casi Cielo hay muchas imperfecciones.
Okay.
Por eso acá hay muchas imperfecciones, es un Casi Cielo.
Okay.
Entonces, pero también le estamos dando un tributo también a Dios, ¿no? A Jesús del cielo. Pues es un Casi Cielo. Y pues queremos que la gente se sienta comiendo en un Casi Cielo cuando sale de acá. Una experiencia muy linda.
So they offered him pretty much, would you be willing to leave everything in Panama to come and live this dream of opening up this restaurant here in Atlanta? And they went for it, and they're here this was 4 years ago. That's not a long time either. Like,
no, es poco.
4 years is a little bit of time, and you passed the whole pandemic.
Claro, y toda la pandemia, pero nos puso a crear mejores platos, a crear to-goes, a hacer cosas más lindas.
He says that his kitchen, you know, my whole thing was like, usually you won't see, or typically it's understood that you won't see a Mexican at a Tex-Mex restaurant because they eat at home, they cook themselves, you know. So like this is, I feel like just it's more authentic, like you've been telling me. So you could see him like saying, "Oh, this reminds me of back home," and he says that his food is just honest. You know, it's a lot of love, and like how are Colombians doing a Mexican restaurant, and I mean just everything they've done their homework, they've done their studying, they've done, you know, they know their shit, you know, and it's, you know, I think it's absolutely amazing. Just like I can't wait to try. I'm really excited, and thank you for letting me.
Gracias tú por venir y de verdad bien.
I know we're gonna enjoy it. Like I know whatever comes out, I know the heart and soul. You're full of energy, you're full of love and passion, and I know you're gonna feel it in the plates. So good, awesome.
Acá bienvenidos siempre.
I'm excited for what's to come. So this is how we roll here in Casi Cielo, almost heaven. I already feel like I'm in heaven. I haven't even tried it. So, but you can smell it. The atmosphere is super. It's like relaxing, but at the same time, pretty rock star. Music is great. So this is halibut, right, Chef? So this is halibut, kind of like a ceviche, we could say, more or less. It's like a ceviche. So it's raw. It's raw, and then it has a little citrus to kind of lightly cook it. So then he puts a little jalapeno. So this black right here, this powder, is the skin. He chars it. So they have a Jasper oven. Jasper oven's like, you can get it almost to like what, 800 degrees? 600 degrees. So you can get it at a very high heat, and he chars a lot of the stuff, which also he did it here, which we'll taste now. So he makes ashes of a husk of the corn, which very creative, amazing. So here we have potatoes, so it's like rustic potatoes. He uses Caribbean pepper, and it grows in the coast. So this is octopus. It's a big tentacle, a big portion. So I'm gonna have I'm gonna try it by itself. I always like the point. Well, I'm gonna have it just with everything, like Chef recommends. Okay. Oh, and it also has pork rinds. So you see kind of chicharrón, pork rinds. The octopus, look, you can kind of cut it with a spoon. Perfectly cooked. Which, it's crazy, but octopus has a technique. It's not as easy to get it. And the crunchiness of the chicharrón, it's pork rinds, so it's crispy. So you have the crunchiness of the thing, and the dish is awesome. Again, I think it's kind of what he was saying. He just nails it when it's like very homey, touches the heart, grandma cooking, and I can feel that kind of in what I'm eating, which is awesome. Cocktails. So they're big with cocktails. They have 70 different types of mezcals, which I'm a huge cocktail fan. So now I have a favorite place to come and have cocktails. All these different mezcals. So this one is, what is it called again? La Llorona. La Llorona is like the one who cries a lot. So am I gonna cry? It's got a little kick to it, I guess. It's got a small kick to it from the jalapeno, right? It's a jalapeno base. And this and the chili salt. So let's try with some of the chili salt. It's very refreshing, very, very refreshing. So yeah, so it has no mixers. It's just pretty much the mezcal and a puree, in this case jalapeno. Freaking awesome. Cheers, guys. Taco is a suckling pig, so absolutely beautiful. They make their tortillas in-house. That's crazy, you know.
Con maíz morado, ¿no?
With purple corn. Is that easy? Is that easy to find, or?
No, it's difficult.
It's difficult, but you guys got it. You got it down packed. You got your Mexican connections.
Yes.
All right. So again, purple corn. It's not typical. It's not something you can normally purchase. Sometimes it comes here seasonal, but not always. So the process. I want to talk about that. So the process of making these tortillas is literally like I remember Dad, like in a hand grinder, putting the corn in and the masa, and then it pretty much turns to masa, and it's pretty much that. It's corn. Aquí tienen un grinder, me imagino. Yeah, un molino. So a grinder, and then it starts becoming like a puree, and then from that they start creating the masa, and then turn it into little tortillas. And then he has ajisa, so cochinillo. You have pretty much kind of the whole pig, kind of just cooked for an X amount of time. What's this on top? Chicharrón. Chicharrón. So that's a powder of chicharrón. It's got a little radish, a little jalapeno. So I'm gonna take a little bite, kind of. So we just grab it like this.
Yes.
Right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna take it. Absolutely to die for. An almost perfect dish. Not an almost, a fucking perfect dish. The dish, that cochinillo is spectacular. Little pork rinds, the crunchiness, man, wow. Que platazo, chef. Wow, unbelievable. Awesome. This is duck. Chef here says every good restaurant needs to have some duck. I do not complain with that. So check out, I want to talk about first, because we're going to make some duck tacos and some bone marrow and, ¿qué era, goat? Oh, lamb tacos. So look at these tortillas. So, Chef, there's also like a science behind this, like of the flimsiness, that it doesn't break, that it doesn't like, there's a science to making a perfect tortilla, and look how flexible it is. Absolutely amazing. So he has some mole, 36 different ingredients. Mole, the base is chocolate, all Mexican ingredients. Chocolate, spicy, sweet. You get a little bit of everything. Black beans. He was telling me that it's half a breast, half duck. It's a 3-day process. So he sous vide it for, he lets it out to dry for 2 days, and then he sous vide it for about 6 to 7 hours in a confit. So a confit is in its own fat, and wow, look, it just kind of breaks apart. Wow. Oh man, I thought it was gonna be a slice, but I'm gonna have it by itself first. Wow. I particularly absolutely love duck. A mí me encanta el duck. And then you put a little bit of everything. All right, so we got some black beans, and then I'm gonna throw some duck over it. Oh man, I like the skin. So you're gonna have different textures, a little cilantro, and then I'm just gonna take a bite of this. This is Mexico's
Fiesta,
party,
color y sabor.
party, color, and flavor. This got my attention a lot. This bone marrow. I love bone marrow with lamb. So his whole interpretation of this is like in Mexico, in labor they cut the bamboos or in the forest, or in Colombia, in South America, they kind of cut it. So it's kind of his interpretation of cutting it. And then what they usually do with those bamboos is they grow like plants. So it's kind of his interpretation of plants growing, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh my God! Oh, nice and So it's lamb with some with bone marrow. Oh my God!
Chimichurri y una cosa divina.
This is probably one of my favorite dishes. Everything is made from scratch. Sauces, marinades, everything. Very, very authentic Mexican products, ingredients. What an amazing, what an spectacular, qué spectacular, what a great experience. Awesome.
Tiene muchos colores, y nosotros pues lo interpretamos en
Alebrije is it's kind of these sculptures that they make, but they put like everything is very detailed, like we saw in the mezcal ball and the mezcal bottle, and it takes maybe a week, 2 weeks, algunos un mes to make that one specific sculpture, which is amazing. And then this is the interpretation of that.
Es un cheesecake,
okay,
pero un poco deconstruido.
Like a deconstructed cheesecake.
La galleta es una galleta con almendras.
Okay.
El cheesecake no es con el ricota tradicional ni mascarpone, sino que es con requesón.
A ver. ¿Y qué es requesón?
Requesón es un queso
mexicano. O sea, it's made with Mexican cheese. Oh, like a Mexican cheesecake.
Sí, exactamente, pero al estilo mexicano.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. The best way to kind of translate it is cheesecake. Like cheesecake, but almost like in a puree, because you don't have the texture of like the hard part. But picture cheesecake, just more in puree. This is gonna be our last dish, so I wanna make it special. So you actually added a pepper in here, an ají, so it's got a little kick to it. Very, very light, with coconut ice cream. She told me it's like a volcano cake. So you got kind of the cake on the outside. In the middle. Oh, I taste it. Very good. I'm a big fan of the hot and cold, and just that chocolate in the middle. So again, it's hot, and that smokiness. I think it threw me off, but it threw me off in a really good way. Something different. So, awesome, excellent. This is an absolute pleasure and delight. Colombian making a spectacular Mexican interpretation, which is absolutely phenomenal here in Atlanta, in Sandy Springs. Dude, thank you so much again, man. Thank you so much again for having me.
It's not me.
Huh?
It's Jesus and all the team.
Yeah, God bless. God bless. Thank you so much. And guys, till next time, here. I like the name in English, Almost Heaven, right? Because you say it's not always perfect, right? Casi Cielo, that's the interpretation. So Casi Cielo here in Sandy Springs, guys. Gotta come check this out. The food is spectacular. Come and talk to Juan Pablo. Till next time, guys.